Hello everyone, it's Krystal Diaz here, and I wanted to share with you a very quick 5-minute vocal warm-up routine that I often do. I have many routines that I do, but this one is kind of a basic one that I like to start off with. I hope that this routine will be something that you and I can practice together at the same time. It's like we're warming up together. Bear in mind though that this is all in the female key, because I'm female. So guys, if you're watching this, you may have to adjust by going an octave lower or kind of joining in when you feel the key works for you. I've created a free resource which I'll link to in the comment box below. In it you will find some bonus videos and also a series of very basic exercises, and it's in the male and female key. So I hope you like that. Check it out in the box below. So the first exercise I like to do, I almost always do this in the beginning of any lesson, and I almost always do this in the beginning of any warm-up routine that I do, is the lip trills or bubble lips. So it looks like this. So we want to use our fingers to poke up into our cheeks a little bit because we want the face to be quite relaxed and there to be a little bit of pressure between the lips. You'll notice that I am not actually using a whole lot of air, so we definitely don't want to be doing like pushing a lot of air out. That is not the point of this exercise. We want to use as little amount of air as we need to create in order to create a steady stream of sound. You'll find that as you do this exercise that if you're consciously trying to use less air, it is actually a little harder to maintain an even steadiness of sound. We want to learn to control the amount and the velocity or speed at which we're blowing air through our vocal tract. So that was the bubble lips or lip trills on a 1.5 pitch pattern. And if you go to the free resources link below, the free vocal exercises link, you'll be able to find that exact recording in both the male key and the female key. The next exercise that I like to do in this particular routine is a G, which is a G-E-E. We want to try to become aware of the space here, which is the vocal tract. And if you've seen some of my other videos, I have talked about that a little bit in the past. So the vocal tract is essentially from the lips all the way down to the where the vocal folds are. So this whole area here. For this particular G exercise, I want to see if you can pay attention to your teeth and how much they're parting. So usually when I teach this exercise, the most common thing is as we go up to the higher notes, students will not allow for some space to accommodate those higher notes. So for example, if I'm singing gee, 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 or they'll pull back, their tongue comes up, there's a lot of tongue tension in the back here, jaw tension. Gee, 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 gee. We don't want that. Gee, 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 gee. Try to see if you can drop your jaw, open up, create a little space, and really listen to that sound, the difference that that small little movement makes. Gee, 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 gee. That's it. Okay, the last exercise that we're going to be doing in this series is what's called as a nasty neigh. And it's called a nasty neigh because it's not supposed to sound beautiful. This is a really great exercise to get started with understanding how to control your tone and how to feel that balance between the air that's passing between the vocal folds and the vocal folds coming together on top of that column there. So I know that may sound a little bit complicated, so don't worry too much about that. If you want more information about it, I do think I've talked about it in a previous video, or of course you can join us on our Pure Singing program online, where I go into a lot more detail about why we do the exercises that we do. For this particular purpose of this exercise, you can just kind of do this little sound. Try that again with me. E. We can go on an or an E, whichever is more comfortable for you to access that kind of gritty, a little bit of crackly kind of sound. We call that a vocal fry. If you can add a little bit of that quality, that vocal fry quality, into this neigh exercise, then you're pretty close to singing it in the nasty neigh style. But bear in mind, it is not this. We're not lifting heavy things, and we're not trying to push something down or push something heavy. It's not a forceful sound. It's actually very gentle, kind of like you're being a little lazy, like that I'm really lazy right now kind of feeling. So when we do this exercise, we don't want to just go neigh, neigh, neigh. What we want to do is a neigh, 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 neigh. And again, we're not being very loud, not using a whole lot of air. In fact, I'm using very, very little amount of air. We never want to force anything out, okay, when we're doing these exercises. And we also don't want to be vocalizing on a super loud volume. You'll notice that in my exercises, I'm not actually being particularly loud. So just pay attention to your own volume. Neigh, 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 neigh. Neigh, 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 neigh. Neigh, neigh. that's it. As a side note, that nasty neck exercise is a really great one if you're having troubles with your bridges. So those bridges are just the different sections of the voice in your range where you feel like you may be hitting a wall or where your voice easily cracks or flips. The nasty neck exercise can really help to train you how to minimize some of your air and balance out your sound so that you can go through those bridges smoothly. It takes a lot of time and practice, but do try the exercise, and remember, don't be loud, don't force anything out. You are your best judge. Listen and pay attention to yourself. If anything is strenuous or anything is painful, stop, okay? Don't just push through it. Stop and take a break, and then try again with a little less volume and intensity. So I hope you like that, and I'll see you again next time for another 8-minute vocal warm-up video. Don't forget to check out the free links below.